ponytail, I promise. Alright, so today we wanted to talk about Lakens' first successful duck hunt, and we want to also talk a little bit about some bass fishing in the marshes that we fish. Super excited to talk about it. Okay, well, I don't think anyone's actually watching right now, but that's alright. So we're gonna just kind of like ramble on or whatever for a little bit because we actually get to post these after we're done. So for anyone that watches it later on, we don't want y'all to be too bored. But we're gonna take a little break for a second. I've got to run to the kitchen, and I also got to. Oh my gosh, they're actually sitting down. I was gonna let the dogs out, but they've decided to take a nap, so they're all right for right now. But if they get all wound up, if you hear us yelling at them because they're doing something they're not supposed to, please just ignore that. We also have 3 cats as well, so we are a 6-pet household, and it could be a bit much sometimes.
Yeah, we're crazy.
Yeah, we're crazy.
I don't know if I would recommend it, but
yeah,
it's never boring around here.
Look, now live. We're live. I just got a notification for ourselves. That's pretty cool. Alright, so, for anyone
Are you the one that's watching right now?
No, I'm not watching. So for anyone that is new to this channel, we are Marsh Chicks. This is Laken, and this light is going to be on her today because something exciting. Hello, Harold. Thank you for joining us. If you missed the first part of it, we are talking about Laken's first successful duck hunt.
Yeah.
If any of y'all duck hunt or deer hunt, anything like that, please let us know. I would love to relate to that because I actually have some questions for y'all in a little bit. So Laken,
Yes.
tell them. Let's talk about it. All right. So
Let me tell you.
I obviously grew up duck hunting a lot. That's mainly what we did. That's what my dad taught me how to do, and that's I spent a good majority of my childhood being able to duck hunt. So it has been probably a good 3 or 4 years since I've actually gone. The last time I went was in Florida with my dad and his buddy that he has over there. The teal hunting in Florida is insane.
Y'all did good, huh?
They follow the coastline as they're migrating, and they get them in there by the hundreds, so that's pretty sick. But since this is our third duck hunting experience together, we've hit a couple learning curves, especially since we're doing it in our kayak, which I had never really done before. And the marsh grass where we hunt, it's not as tall as I'm used to. So Harold said, getting my gear ready for fishing. Tight lines, wish you the best of luck. I'll catch you on the next slide. Thank you, Harold. We'll see you on the next slide.
Back to what you were saying.
Alright, so the marsh
tall.
grass is not as tall, so we've had to learn how to cover our kayaks a little bit better, push further back into the grass, and also we haven't had any ducks this year up until our last hunt. So the first
we went back in September, right?
Yeah. So we went for teal season and we saw nothing. We didn't see any big ducks. We didn't see any teal. There was just nothing. It was dead. This last hunt, we actually got to see a bunch of ducks. Well, a bunch for our area. So that was pretty awesome. So pretty much what happened is we got there first light. We spent the night out in the boat. Because we had went jug lining that evening before, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to drive back and forth because we live pretty far away from where we do all this fishing and hunting at. So we spent the night in the boat. We're going to release that video very soon. She's working on it. It could be a bit much, especially it's going to be like a 2-part video, so it's going to be pretty lengthy. It's in depth.
We've been busy too.
Yeah.
We've been hunting.
Yeah.
Fishing a lot, so
no
time to work on videos.
So we got up early and we kayaked to our spot, and I got the decoy set up, and it was a really nice evening. It wasn't too hot. The wind wasn't blowing, unfortunately. I wish that the wind would have been blowing a little bit more, and the gnats kind of ate us up a good bit.
I made the decoys not move as much.
Yeah, the decoys didn't really want to move a whole lot, so it wasn't a lot of action. But we were right at shooting time. It had just turned shooting time, and I knew it was going to happen soon because those teal loved to fly like first light right there at legal shooting time. And so they came. There was a pair of them. They came right over my right shoulder and landed in the death zone, exactly where I wanted them to land at decoys. Since it was, her first time actually shooting at ducks and not skeet, I was excited because they landed on the water. And, well, anyway, so I was like, hey, take the one on the left. But I guess they had already seen us or heard us, so they got up. And so she smoked the one on the left while it was in the air.
Well, I knew which one to aim for.
Yeah.
There was two of them, one left and one on the right. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get this one over here on the left.
Yeah, but I had shot the one on the right, completely missed, and that's it. It kind of went downhill after that, as far as like the shooting went for me. We had multiple ducks come in. They didn't quite want to 100% commit to the decoy, especially after it got light, because we just kind of disappeared. I apologize for that boat. Can you hear it or see it?
Yep.
How do we sound?
I don't know. I mean, it's probably gonna sound worse since I'm watching it.
Okay, but it's working. Cool. All right. So Laken just confirmed that it's working. So we're excited now. Let's get back. Okay, turn that off.
Okay. Well, you told me to check the sound.
Yeah. No, you're good. All right. So we're back. That's awesome.
Hey, look, one person is watching. That's me.
Yeah, that's probably. Okay.
We wanted to make sure.
Okay, I'm trying to stay on point here. Okay. All right. So, anyways, let's get back to what I was saying. We were talking about how she got her first duck, and I had missed mine, and there was a pretty good bit of duck action. They just didn't really quite want to commit to the decoys. I mean, they would get close enough for us to shoot, but then they would back out. I think we weren't pushed back into the marsh far enough with our kayaks, even though we had like some brush to put up around us. So after a little bit, I went ahead and pushed. We both had pushed back up into the marsh grass a little bit more, and it helped. But at that point, I think I was just a little gun shy. So there was a flock of gray-winged teal that 100% committed, and I really think they would have landed, but I made a mistake that many duck hunters would make. I went ahead and called it before they landed, and with gray-winged teal, it's like they'll be clumped up like this, and next thing you know, they're like this. They're everywhere, and it's hard just to pick out your one bird and stick with that one bird and try to, shoot it before it gets out of range. So that was our last little action that day. So I think I probably missed like 20 birds.
I don't know about that many.
Nah, I think it was a pretty good bit. Because there was at least a pair in each flock that came in. So, but that means tomorrow morning, we're going to be leaving the house bright and early.
Well, it's going to be dark when we leave.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously we're leaving at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and because it takes a while to get down there, and then to get in the water, and then to safely drive your boat to the blind while it's still dark and everything like that, and then get the boat parked, and then get the kayaks out of the boat, and then paddle back to your spot, and then blah, blah, decoys. So it could be a bit much, but it's 100% worth it. The look in her eye when she was like, I got it.
After I shot, I was like, wait, was that me? I was like, it hadn't been me. It was on this side. I was like, did I do that?
She was like proud of her own self. Pat on the back. No,
I didn't have any luck after that either. So.
Yeah, but I mean,
beginner's luck, right?
Yeah, maybe it's like catching a fish on like the first cast.
Maybe, yeah.
And like you won't catch anything else for the rest of the day. I feel like that's kind of what it was. But it didn't matter because, you know, the look on her face and how excited she was to get that first duck, it was 100% worth it.
Maybe you want to try again.
Nothing else mattered that day. And as soon as like we left, she was like, "Can we come back? Can we come back the next Saturday? Can we come back next Saturday?" I was like, "Yeah, of course we can come back next Saturday. Yes, I am so excited. You're loving this right now." So I want to talk about some pros and cons with some duck hunting that we have just kind of, I've already covered it a little bit, but like just some stuff that we've learned just from the few trips that we've taken while using the kayaks. One is concealment. Even though you're low profile, it's really hard to still kind of cover up the kayak with what you would normally put down, like your roseau cane or your river cane or anything like that, because you're sitting so low, you don't want anything to obstruct your view completely. But so it's kind of a weird. It's kind of a learning curve for us to you know, learn how to conceal our boats better, because we'll look good and then it's like we're open in the front. So that's just a learning curve. We went and bought some grass mats that we're going to go over the front of the kayak to hopefully at least make us blend in a little bit better.
So what you call this?
Yeah.
That what I bought?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been called something different.
No. I mean, it's not like the grass mats, because those are expensive. These are like the filler in grass mats that you can
This
like
is
make.
what I could find in Bass
Yeah.
Pro
Bass Pro
yesterday.
is really slacking on some of their duck hunting stuff.
Yeah. Late in the season.
Yeah.
Everything's bought out.
Yeah, pretty much. So I think we met. So we've practiced skeet shooting a few times.
We were supposed to today. But
Yeah, obviously because you know Lakens never shot before, and it has been a while since I've shot. So we skeet shot a few times to practice. We also like sat down on the ground and like tried to shoot the skeet, because it's like a completely different world from you're standing up in a boat to you know, sitting down in a kayak trying to shoot.
I know that first time we practiced, we were standing up.
Yeah.
And the second time, I don't know if it was, I thought I was like, why don't we try sitting down? I think I was like,
Yeah.
I think I might have said that.
Yeah.
Sitting down, so I was like, I need practice, because this is the,
Yeah,
we're gonna be,
it slows your draw down. Like,
this is how we're gonna be in real life. It's not gonna be standing.
yeah.
It's gonna be in the kayak sitting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. No, it was good practice. So if you're gonna be hunting out of a kayak or anything like that, practice. Sit down on the ground. Put your legs how you would normally in a kayak, and then get someone to throw the skeet for you.
I mean, technically, I guess you could put the kayak, sit in the kayak. You could.
I mean, you could, I guess. We're not gonna do that
No.
ever. That seems really extra. But I mean, just sit down on the ground. That's fine. But I think it was just hard for me to pick out like one particular bird and stay committed to that bird, just because it's been so long since I've had that excitement, seen the ducks coming in, calling them in, trying to make sure they're close enough for both of us to shoot at them, and then make that key decision. Okay, are they gonna land?
Yeah.
Or are they gonna flake? I think they're gonna flake, so then we have to take them because our concealment's not good enough yet.
I hope this time we'll wait a little longer.
Yeah.
I think you were just excited because we haven't seen ducks in the area.
Yeah.
Or tried and
Yeah, we hadn't seen ducks up until that last hunt, so we were like super excited. And like when the birds were coming in, and then
we're like, take them.
Yeah, I was like,
oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah. So pick out your bird, stick with it. Let them commit. Just don't pull the trigger too soon. Metaphorically and literally, don't pull the trigger too soon. You already have your shooting lane, so it shouldn't be that hard to my shooting lane's here. Even if that duck moves out of my shooting lane, there's gonna be another one to fill it in. Just pick that bird and stick with it. So that's all I have to say about that. Lakin, anything you would like to say about how you felt in that moment, or how incredibly excited you are to just do it again?
I'm super excited. We're going tomorrow.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Bright. It's not even gonna be bright yet. It's gonna be dark. But yeah, I'm just really excited. Excited that hopefully I'll get more than one bird. Hopefully I'll get one plus. Plenty more. Hope you get some.
I hope we get 12 birds.
I hope we get a limit. I don't know about it, but yeah.
Yeah, I hope we get 12 birds.
I hope so too.
Yeah. I know it sounded like
at all.
we had beat someone to that spot first. And so, I heard him say, "Oh, someone's already here," and they went to a different pond. Which I was grateful for, because some people aren't that respectful. But anyway, so I know those people did not shoot as much as us by a long shot, and it sounded like, World War III was going on, and we paddle our little happy butts out, and we have one duck. And, well, we couldn't be happier, but it sounded way more dramatic than it was. The ducks survived to flop another day, so good for them. Win for the ducks. All right, so enough of that. Obviously, because our channel is mainly fishing, we want to talk about bass fishing in the marsh. When I say the marsh, it is a brackish marsh. It is, part freshwater, part saltwater. It is mainly, it's a little more fresh in some of the areas that we catch the bass. But there is still a pretty heavy concentration of salt. Like, you can taste it definitely for sure. And sometimes it's a lot stronger than it is not. But the hot time to catch bass is now. In these colder months, starting in kind of like your late fall, they have this transition. And it's weird because I feel like normal inshore bass fishing, sometimes the winter months can slow you down. You don't catch as many. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I get it backwards. I don't know. But in the marsh, these largemouth and a few spotted bass, very, very few, they're kind of a little bit different than what you would catch out of someone's pond or lake or anything like that. They don't get really big. Sometimes you'll yank in maybe a 2 or 3 pounder, but there's very few and far in between. Most of them are about half a pound to about a pound, sometimes a pound and a half. Especially this time of the year, you're gonna go from catching your average size marsh bass to chunks. They get really, really thick and really, really full and really, really aggressive. Mm-hmm. They go from, just your casual, they kind of pick up your worm and kind of move it to, and spit it out maybe if you try to set the hooks, and not really fully committed, to really aggressive, hard-fighting fish. You'll think you might be hooked into a rat red or something like that, and you pull it up and it's just a bass. But we want to talk about some key elements to helping you catch these bass. Starting with your bait, obviously, that is your main key. Right now, they really want the red shad worm. Here, hand me that pack. So look, this is your key to catching just about anything in Louisiana's brackish marsh. It's by Zoom, your red shad worm, you tell. You put that on a 2/0 Gamakatsu offset shank hook, and you put like a little bullet weight on it. You have a weighted Texas rig, and you're just gonna throw it as close as you can to the edge of the grass, and just go ahead and bounce it back. And we've caught more than one limit of bass every single time you go. Mm-hmm. And right now is the time to go. They are aggressive, they are fat, they are thick, they are just everything that you want from bass fishing experience. That is what they are right now. That being said, in the next little bit of time, like in around February, they're gonna have another transition because they transition like from like 3 different stages through the year. So starting in about February, what they really want, they don't want this red shadworm anymore. They want normally a voodoo shrimp, natural colored, underneath a skinny popping cork, and they want it slow. They want pop, pop, and let it sit there for a while. Pop, pop, and let it sit there for a while. This is Rue.
Yeah.
This is one of our 3 cats. We actually, him and his brother. There was 4 of them. We found them at the end of our road, and we took 2 of them, and we managed to get rid of the other 2. So we like them. They're cool. They're okay.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to cats, so it's been really fun. So, and then after the popping cork time, it goes to like, they'll really want like a voodoo on bottom. That kind of varies throughout the year. 1 month they'll be like all voodoo on bottom, just bouncing it. And then like the very next trip you'll go, they'll just want your red shadworm. So if you have just 3 things in your bait, your tackle box. God, Jesus. Your tackle box, you need your red shadworms, you need your voodoo shrimps, and you need your 4 horsemen popping corks.
Yep.
If you have those 3 things,
You're good.
you're good. You're gonna catch fish.
And hooks. And weights.
Yeah, I mean, that's without being said, I think. We like to use the Gamakatsus. They're really sharp, they're durable, and they don't bend, so we like them. So that is about it for bass fishing. It's very simple. Well, I guess I should talk about kind of like location. Like,
we catch a lot of them sometimes. They're like right at the boat.
Yeah, so
I think they're actually in the middle of the canal sometimes.
yeah, you're gonna want to fish a falling tide. Like you definitely don't even go on, obviously, a slack tide. Never go fishing in the marsh on a slack tide. You won't catch anything.
We know.
Incoming tide, no, they're just not there. But what they love is that falling tide. Because what they're doing is they're backing all this marsh grass, eating all the little crabs and all every little creature. They love the crabs. You cut their little belly open after you're filleting them out, and they're just full of them. When the tide is falling, they gotta come out of the marsh. They have no choice but to come out and come to where you're at. So you're gonna want to find all these little runouts. Runouts is key for your bass, your redfish, anything like that. You find runouts. It makes it an easy path for the fish to come out of the marsh, and also ambush. They like to sit there at those runouts and ambush any kind of little crabs or their little bait fish and things like that. So they're there waiting for food. So just throw up in there and give it a couple casts. Don't just throw once and move on. Throw a few times. Even like when the tide is low and there's like kind of a mud flat, but you see a little tiny little canal, a little treacle coming out or whatever. Throw just right next to that, and more than likely you're gonna come up with one, because that's just how they work. They're very basic, very simple. Also, there's certain times of the year that they really like bends, like you're in your canal and there's a big bend, and a lot of times it might be a little bit deeper there. There's certain times of the year that is where you're gonna find them. You'll find them in like schools. You can sit there sometimes and catch your limit, and you don't have to move. You just pull up on the grass and you can get your limit and be done. And there's
We've done that a few times.
Yeah, we have. Sometimes the wind is so bad that is all we can do. That wind will kick your butt. It blows about 52,000 million miles an hour. And yeah, it sucks sometimes.
It's
but-
nice when you just park, like, whatever. And
Yeah,
you go
it's
into
so
some spot
nice.
every 1 or 2. You know,
Because I don't know if anyone
you
has
gotta
this
fish.
problem, but like, so my, like, I don't know what's wrong with my shoulder, but like my back too, and then it like starts seizing up, and then it hurts really bad, and my muscles are really tight from like working the trolling motor all day. So that's hard, but that's kind of like your general like how to catch these Louisiana marsh bass and Mississippi. We do a lot of fishing over like in Mississippi as well, but it's the same type of scenario, same type of marsh, same type of like brackish. So like the rules kind of like overlay for each state. As long as there's your few elements, you got your grass, you got your falling tide, you got your fresh and salt water, brackish water. So that's all you really need. You need those baits. You need a falling tide. Oh my goodness, he's trying to talking too much here. Take it away, Laken. Take it away. Take it away.
Take it away.
Take it away. Take it away. Talk about bass fishing, Laken. Go ahead. Tell them what I've taught you and what you've learned over this last year and a half. Yeah, that's all you have to know. Red shad worm.
Yeah. It's the way Texas rain.
And sometimes your voodoo shrimp. Sometimes they will not bite a red shad worm to save your life.
Sometimes every once in a while you use top water.
Yeah, we have used hot water. If anybody ever fished hot water,
It's
pretty addicting. It's like super exciting to give those few pops and you just see them explode. Sometimes you see them completely come out of the water. I've never caught a redfish on top water though. I hear that's pretty hard, but kind of fun at the same time. Just because their mouth is kind of like shaped, like pushed, like it's like kind of downwards.
Yeah. Like a drum.
Yeah, they are drum.
I know.
Oh, yeah. And then like
I
a bass
learned a
is like
little
shaped
bit.
upwards, so they're like it's
I've
much
learned
easier
a
for
little
them to
over my-
ambush.
Basically a year of fishing.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. Man, I wish people were on here. We could talk to them.
Right?
Yeah.
Just talking to ourselves.
At least Harold came on for a little bit to say hi. So that was
Sorry,
pretty awesome.
sorry about the connection issue.
Yeah, and then we had a few people like on, but then our like Wi-Fi went completely out.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you Spectrum for that. And then so we just had to put it on our hotspot. So
Yeah. I guess it's still on there. I don't know.
yeah.
Oh yeah, our last thing is question and answer. We don't have anything, so I might be it.
I mean, we can just stay on here until someone gets on here.
And then this dog ask us our question.
We have to ask.
Ask us a
Someone
question.
has to ask us a question before we can get off. So
Let me get on there real quick.
get on there, Laken.
What's your favorite color?
You know what I always hated, like, in school? Like, we're grown
They
as
tell you-
adults, and they want us to, like, get up and, like answer, like, tell us, like, 3 truths and a lie. I'm like, or
Really?
Like,
I know you did 3 truths and a lie.
and we used to do that in
I
high
haven't
school. It's
done
like,
that
this is so
once.
dumb.
Or they're like, tell us something about yourself.
Oh, yeah, like, please tell us about yourself and your life story. I'm like, no.
I hated that so much.
I'm like, nobody enjoys. Maybe the teacher enjoyed it just from seeing like the discomfort on our face. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe
But
like,
you know they were in school and they hated it too.
maybe
And
not.
I guess they
became teachers. They became teachers just like get revenge. Like, I hated this so much. I want
So
to make other
I
people
want to do
do
it.
Yeah.
So
Cash.
sorry if you heard our dog chewing as well. I hope that's not really loud on the video.
Probably not.
I hope not. That's Cash vlog.
Please
all show you
comment below if y'all want to see the puppers or the cats. We'll post some pictures of those if y'all want. If you don't mind, they love the attention. Right now they're all asleep, so.
Cash isn't, he's chewing.
Yeah.
And the cats are not asleep. Oh. So anyways.
My dad, we're gonna get him on here.
Oh, we'll talk head off.
Yeah. But if anyone knows anything about like this brackish water fishing.
Are they able to comment after the fact?
Yeah, I'm gonna post this.
Okay.
I'm gonna post this, and it goes to like the little live section, and then anyone can like watch it afterwards or leave comments or likes.
You can watch people's lives?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all you have to do is like go to their page and where it says like videos, shorts, or lives, or the one where you can like actually like type things.
Okay.
The community, that's what it's called.
Community. We like the community.
Like coffee?
Community. Well, I like coffee too. The community.
Oh yeah, no, I love y'all guys.
Our fans. Whatever, you know. That support us.
No, they cool. Our friends are the best. We're like, I'm doing this YouTube thing, and they're like, well, we don't fish or hunt or do outdoor things, but smash that like button. So we appreciate them. We appreciate it.
We've taken a couple of them out.
Yeah, we've taken a few of them out. A few of our friends. I think they really liked it.
I wanna bring Sheila one day.
Yeah.
Maybe we can all go crabbing. See, that'd be cool.
Yeah. My brother just went crabbing for blue crabs. We use nets, and he caught a few dozen. So they're still running right now pretty good. I was supposed to go eat some yesterday with Dad, but I never made it there.
No, you didn't.
Nope. I did not make it there.
You went to Chimes.
I went to Chimes and all went down the hill after that.
Them oysters, man.
Them oysters. Oh man, I love oysters.
Where do you get oysters at? Can we do something like that?
Yeah, we used to get them.
Where do you get oysters at?
When we had our
video. What? Like we can like get them ourselves.
Yeah, we can get them ourselves.
Like can we like buy them in the store? Like go actually.
No, we can go
out there in wherever they're
at. We used to harvest them when we had our lease down in Leeville.
So we have to go to Leeville?
No, you can just go somewhere that has a more salt content.
Oh, down south.
Yeah.
South.
Yeah. Or we just buy a sack from like B&J Seafood or something.
Well, hey, Riff Raff.
This is Riff Raff. This is Rudy's brother. Here, get him some money.
Let's make your video debut here. Come here.
This will not be the last time y'all see them. This is Riff Raff. He's our fake black cat.
Yeah,
he's got a little spot. And they're going to get fixed soon. So we're really excited. We haven't really told them yet. Because they're going to have to wear the little cones and they're going to be pissed. They are not going to like that at all. They're pretty good cats. The only problem is they like get into stuff like on the counters.
Like a cat does.
Yeah, I don't like that very much, but they're cats, they're kittens, they're still very young. They're not even a year old, so we got them. When we got them, they were like this big. We had to like bottle feed them and stuff. They were so ridiculously cute. They were riddled with fleas and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, poor things.
Yeah, they didn't know how to.
They've come a long way.
But I think if we're able to do a live next week or the following week, it's pretty easy to do lives. You know, you just get on and just hit play and just talk.
Cool.
But I think we're going to talk about possibly, since we kind of covered bass, the basics of bass fishing.
Yeah.
We can do like redfish.
Or what we did this weekend. Hopefully something good.
Yeah, hopefully good. We'll see if. Hopefully we can get a video out soon.
Yes. We'll work on it. Like, right after this.
That was like the realest thing when we started this channel. I was like, I did not realize it consumes so much of your time, especially when you don't really know what you're doing. So you're
You
constantly
mean like video wise or
Yeah.
wise or both?
both. Both. I'm like, yeah, it takes a while to edit these videos, but if y'all have any like tips, tricks on how it's easier, like you found ways to, edit y'all's videos, make them easier or anything like that, yeah, definitely drop that in the comments. We appreciate it all.
Yep.
We've watched, for everything that we do, we have to watch a YouTube video to tell us how to do it. So, yeah, YouTube is where we like to share our experiences, but we also have to get just as much from it by watching other people's videos. We also have Instagram. It's just Marsh Chicks.
I think it's not. Is there an underscore on there?
Yeah, I think it's Marsh_Chicks. But we post a lot of pictures.
I'm not sure.
A lot of pictures to that.
Yeah,
so
Marsh.
look. So
It's just backwards.
yeah, but I think they can do it. But we were able to post a lot of pictures and stuff, so that's pretty cool. If you're into things like that, other kind of social medias besides YouTube, you can find us there.
Yep.
But I'm gonna be wrapping it up soon, just because I think we kind of briefly covered everything we really wanted to cover. We wish we could have interacted a little bit more with you guys, but
this is a learning process.
it's Friday and we had bad connection, so it is what it is. But it's good practice for us. And we're able to post this after it's done, so anybody can watch it later on if they want to or not. If you did like this, if you do watch it, please hit that like button. Go ahead and drop a comment below.
Subscribe.
If you want. It would be really awesome if you could subscribe.
It helps us.
It does. And that's it. So, as always, tight lines.
Tight lines.
How do you get off?